So we're super grateful to the Hammond Castle for having us today. And we have our next guest.
Yes,
is
we
ready
do.
To roll.
Yeah, from the Ann Symphony. We have Fran White, the board president of Ann Symphony, and she's going to tell us about an important concert coming up.
Beautiful. All right.
Yeah.
Come on and have a seat, Fran.
Hi,
and you know
Fran.
what's great is Fran has been a Ann Today guest over the past year or so.
Nice to see
And
you.
we loved chatting with her and with Yoichi Unagawa as well.
Couldn't be here today, but
So-
I'm happy.
Come a little closer.
So, Fran, only one person looks smaller on this table than me.
Unfortunately,
Yeah.
getting smaller every
Yeah,
day.
we are
Well,
horrible
the
at being
table is
14th
tall.
century Germans, I can tell you that. But thanks for joining us.
Happy to be here.
Yeah. And you are a Magnolia resident. You live right down the road.
I do live right down. My address is 179 Hesperus Avenue,
Yeah.
so sort of neighbors of the castle.
Yeah.
Well, we're going to get to that, but I just want to remind people that we had an amazing conversation with Fran at the beginning of the pandemic.
Yes.
Because your company, MDC, was actually, you're a microbiologist.
I am a clinical microbiologist, and we've been very much involved in bringing products through the FDA for COVID testing. So we've brought something like 6 or 8 products through the FDA, and we continue to do that. So I'd like to think it's gone completely, but I don't know, not 100%. But
Right.
we're still, but we've worked with a lot of other products over the years as well. So sort of trying to get back to normal again.
Yeah, well, it was such an interesting conversation to have with you because none of us understood the pandemic. We knew the testing was really important, and we learned through talking to you about the symphony that you were actually doing this work of,
Yes.
bringing these
Right.
tests to the to market. Yeah,
So-
it's really interesting.
And I distinctly remember Fran saying that we may get some sort of, not a cure, but a little bit of help, a vaccine by October or so of last year. You're spot on.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I actually got my shots down in Florida, October 1st and October 29th.
There you go.
Wow.
Yeah,
Wow, that's great.
yeah.
Now, throughout the pandemic, the Ann Symphony continued in a different way, and that
In a
included.
very different format. We, unfortunately, like all entertainment, we could not have live concerts. So we did virtual concerts throughout the year. And they're still posted, so you can still listen to them, purchase them. They're very reasonably priced. Some are $20, some are $25. Great music, and once you download it, you can enjoy it forever. So there's some wonderful concerts there. But what we really look forward to is getting back to live music.
Right.
And we, as a symphony, are really working hard to try to get back to where we were with live performances, and we're still planning that, but trying to do some other things in the interim.
Right. Now, normally you would be at schools, right?
Normally, we perform at both Manchester Essex High School and the Ipswich High School, which is a challenge right now. And as we look to bring our season back, usually our season will start in September with our first concert, and that's usually at Manchester Essex High School. We're not sure how the schools are going to operate and if they'll be open to us. So we've made a decision that we will plan our hopeful comeback in November for our holiday concert, and that will probably be a series of 3 concerts. If we can be in the schools, we will, and if we can't, we're looking at alternate venues. So that's our plan to come back with a full orchestra and full concerts, hopefully.
Right.
There's a lot depends on that.
Are there still too many restrictions on large gatherings? Is
There
that the
aren't
problem?
restrictions on large gatherings any longer. It's, number one, I think there are restrictions in the schools still, and will the schools be open to community events like Ann Symphony, which we can't answer that question yet. And also, will people, even though there are no restrictions, do people feel 100% comfortable being in an audience of 400 to 500 people? So, you know, I think that's, time will tell. And our plan is to think of our first concert in November and make that a really exciting opening after 2 years.
Right.
That's our
Well,
goal.
just before things got very dark with the pandemic, you did host the Ann Symphony at your beautiful home in Magnolia.
We did.
And I attended.
I'm so glad you did. And we are planning that again this year. And
Yeah.
that is, we're really excited about it. It is planned for July 18th. There'll be 2 concerts, one at 3 and one at 5:30. we this year can sell more tickets, so we're selling 70 tickets per concert, so it's still a very limited number. I think one of the great things about the concert was the closeness to the musicians and the fact that you really are you're in tuned and you're in touch with the musician. If it hadn't rained, which we had watched the weather very carefully, and it had said no rain, and then it rained, so we had a lot
Right.
of moving around to do, but we managed to pull it off. This year, I really think it's going to be the classical music event of the season, I hope, especially on Cape Ann.
Yeah.
We're going to do 2 concerts. There will be wine and refreshments, which we had hoped we'd do last year, which we couldn't do.
Right.
So that will happen before the concert. And that's really exciting. And then the concert, we have very special music. Yuichi's done a great job at selecting what is very different music. He has selected music composed by Black and women composers, which isn't as often seen, but the music is beautiful. And I really encourage people. It's a wonderful take.
Yeah. Well, the setting was absolutely beautiful. All around your pool, she has this beautiful sort of lima bean shaped pool, so there are lots of curves in it, and there are lots of different angles to view the symphony, and it was really special.
We should go in there on our 1623 floaty.
Hey, yeah, you can float it right in the pool. We're happy to have you.
So, Fran, if people want tickets to the show, how can they do that?
They can go online to capeannsymphony.org, or there is a phone number to call as well. And do I have the phone number?
We can share that after the fact, too, if it's not right there.
I do have it somewhere. Oh, 978?
Yeah.
281-0543.
Beautiful.
And so the tickets are available online, and we encourage people to come. It's a wonderful experience. I'm going to really work with Yuichi to be sure that he is available pre-concert, which sometimes he doesn't.
Oh, but he's so much fun to talk to.
We get him with today all the time.
Yeah, he's great to talk to.
Yeah,
And
he is.
so,
But maybe pre-concert, he's got all the music in his head.
So maybe post-concert.
Post-concert's better.
Post-concert, he'll be with the audience a little more. So, it should be a wonderful day.
Yeah.
We're
Well,
really looking
I
forward to
am
it.
going to try to get tickets again.
Please.
So, yes,
Yeah.
I will.
If we do have a rain date, and we had a rain date last year, but it was not supposed to rain, and then it rained.
Well, and the
very
pandemic was just it made everything so confusing.
It was so hard. But we really, we hope it'll even be better this year, so.
Yeah.
We had to take temperatures last year. We had to put people 6 feet apart. There was a lot of planning that happened.
It
so.
was, and that showed in the experience for
It took
sure.
a lot of planning, and so this time, it takes a lot of planning, but it's a little easier.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, thank you so much for
Thank
coming
you.
and telling us all about this. And
Thank you.
Good luck
Thank
with.
you for having us.
Yeah. And
Yeah, Fran, it was great to catch up.
Thank
Yeah.
you. So nice to be able to talk to you again.
Yeah, and we'll talk again before summer's up because we want to see what's going to happen with the symphony once schools do reopen.
Yes,
Really.
we should have more information. We're looking forward to getting
Perfect.
that.
Great.
Thank you again
Thank you,
for
Fran.
having
All
me.
right.
Bye
Sure.
now.
That's
Take
Fran
care.
White. She's the board president for Cape Ann Symphony. You can learn more at capeannsymphony.org and get tickets for the event at Fran's home right down the street on July 18th. Awesome stuff.